Some cut action right over here. Oh, bro, y'all saw that? Good morning, everyone. Luis Ortiz here, and it's a little bit early in the morning. It's about 5 a.m. give or take. Not too early, but just enough to still be dark outside. Anyways, so we got the Pitbull 1600 going right now. We're testing out the B&B Post Oak Pellets. Now, I have tested this pellets and in different types of cooks, you know, like the sausages, a little bit of chicken, some meat, some hot and fast. It's been doing really good, but this is the first time that I'm doing a low and slow on them. So I have some really high expectations on it because I gotta tell you, man, you know, if you look at the sausage video that I have linked up right over here, you'll see that, well, you'll see the results. So I encourage you to go ahead and take a look at that, video. So anyways, we got the Pitbull 1600. Now the reason why I put a water pan in there is because all the heat is from the bottom straight. I mean, if I put this brisket right in the center, it's gonna be a very hot spot. And I kind of want to do a fat side up cook this time around. You know, I enjoy a fat side down cook 100%, but I've been slowly transitioning to the fat side up. Mainly, my main reason is because whenever I do the fat side up, the way that the fat gets rendered, it's very nice without any of the grill marks, you know, messing it up a bit. It's nice and smooth. It's very rendered. It's I really enjoy it. So I'm gonna try and see if I can go ahead and keep that going with the 1600 without doing the fat side down. But anyways, guys, pellets are in. Smoker is almost up to temp. Let's go ahead and put this brisket in. Now, I did forget to make a video of the brisket. Basically, it's just salt, pepper, and Lowry seasoning. Nothing special, nothing like that. Batteries just ran out. I mean, the batteries were just dead when I wanted to create this video, and I don't have a spare battery. So I was like, man, either I do it now or I'll wait early in the morning to go ahead and prep everything. So I said, you know what, I'll just do it now. But basically all it is just the regular trim that you guys have seen time and time again: salt, pepper, and a little bit of Lowry's. That's pretty much it. All right, let's go ahead and put this thing in here. Temperature is around the 170s or so, give or take. So let's go ahead and put it in. You can see the water pan right there. So let's go ahead and put this brisket right on top of it. Something like that. There you go. Now I am going to put a meat thermometer, and I'm gonna put it right in here in the thickest part. That should be fine. And we'll see y'all in about 4 to 5 hours. All right, gents, so it's been about 4 hours or so. Internal temperature is at 101. Still in smoke mode. Yeah, look at all that smoke. Still getting a little bit of color, not a whole lot yet, but you know what? We're gonna go ahead and turn it up to, let's go ahead and do 250. We'll do 250 for the remaining of this cook and see how it does. But so far, it's all right. I mean, it's getting some really good color. It's not bad by any means. I was just expecting a little bit more darker color. It is what it is, guys. Maybe maybe the moisture has something to do with it. It is what it is, guys. We're gonna go ahead and roll with it and see how she does. We'll see you back in a bit. So it's been a total of 6 hours and about 10 minutes or so, give or take. Let's go ahead and take a look-see. Outstanding. By the way, guys, I ended up taking off the water pan once we started setting it up to about 250 or so, mainly because as soon as the temperature started getting a little bit higher, it started to mess a little bit with the temperature. So I just said, you know what, cold front just came in, let me go ahead and take it out. Got plenty of moisture in the air, so there's no problem. So right now, as you guys can see, I mean, it's getting a very nice color. Still not where I would want it to. You know, I want it, you know, damn near meteorite, right? But we're still gonna give it some time. Internal temperature is still 141, so we're not even at the stall yet. So we'll leave it like this. If we need to, we'll leave it unwrapped the entire time. Just depends on how it goes. So with that, let's see how it does. We'll be back later, guys. So I 100% forgot about the smoke. It's football Sunday, man. So it is what it is. Anyways, guys, so I forgot to go ahead and wrap it. But look at the bark on this thing, guys. Look at that. Let's see how it's probing. Internal temperature is already saying 198 or so. So, ooh, okay, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on over here. Yeah, it's about right. Ooh, even the flat. Flat is at 198. Let's go ahead and turn this thing off. And we're gonna do a sous vide rest on this thing. So let's go ahead and take it out. Look at that, gents. Look at that. It pulled up a little bit here, but that's all right. Everything else has a very, very nice color. Look at that. I can push the fat all the way in. Very nicely rendered. Just like how I was telling you guys. Everything looks pretty good. Very nice color right over here. Got a little bit, well, not burnt up, but just got a little bit too crispy for me. But everything else, I mean, look at this, guys, right over here. Ah! Oh my God, it tastes good. Wow, that tastes really good. Okay, guys, so now it's time to go ahead and let it rest, and then we'll go ahead and put it into a sous vide to rest until tomorrow. There we go. It's a really good bark. This is the top side, the fat side, looking really good. All right, let's go ahead and put it to a sous vide. I always try and hang it a little bit, that way I won't get burnt. There we go, nice and easy. And that's it. 145 degrees. And we'll see you tomorrow. So it's been close to 17 hours. This is by far the longest I've ever had it. So let's see how it turned out. Alrighty, folks, look at this. Looking real nice, right? Look at that. All right, let's go ahead and open this thing. Del Strong. This is a very nice knife, man. I use this quite a bit. Very sharp. And it's not the most expensive knife in the world either. It's pretty nice. So I'll go ahead and leave it in the description below. Okay, it's still a little barky. That's what I'm wanting. The first time I ever did a sous vide brisket, guys, the bark was really washed off. It wasn't the greatest. It was, I mean, it is what it is, right? You start learning how to go ahead and do it, and it just takes a while, I guess. So, all right, brisket looks nice. Oh, man. All right. Let's go ahead and cut it up right over here. This is a small brisket, guys. Oh man, this is a choice brisket. You know, this choice brisket was a lot cheaper than the primes that they had in HEB. Smells incredible. I'm gonna take some from this end. Look at this, guys. All right, let's go ahead and get some cut action right over here. Oh, bro, y'all saw that? I know you guys saw that. Oh, fantastic. Very tender. Look at this, guys. Choice brisket. Oof. This was a very successful cook. Look at it. Look at it, guys. Choice. All right, enough squeezing. Now for me, anytime, you know, whether it's the offset stick burner, Kamado Joe, or even a pellet smoker, this part right over here, this part, that is the part that, at least to me, tastes the smokiest, right? So let's go ahead and give it a shot. And I'm gonna make, you know, good, decent. All right. Remember, this is small brisket, guys. Bro, look at that. Bro, look at that. All right. Let's go ahead and cut it up a little bit. Like I said, to me, this is where all the flavor is. So if the pellets are gonna make any sort of difference, it's gonna be right in here. I don't know the science behind it, but that's just been my experience. Good smoke ring right there. All right, let's go ahead and try it. So these pellets, man, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys my final thoughts on it because I think there's some stuff worth mentioning 100%. So one of the things that I want to mention to you guys, I know it's a little bit windy right now, but one of the things that I really want to mention to you guys is flavor. With the Lumberjack pellets, you know, you guys already know Lumberjack 100% oak pellets. That's my thing right there, man. That's always been my tried and true pellet. It's what I use on my Rectech, on the pit boss. It's always been great, no problem. The issue that I have with it is that I always have to order it online, 2 to 3 20-pound bags, and that can be a little bit expensive, right? So I was thinking to myself, you know what, HEB has these B&B pellets. I'm not 100% certain if that's gonna be good for me, but you know what, let's go ahead and give it a try. So two things here, guys. One, the flavor is just there, 100%. I mean, the flavor is so much there that for a minute I was like, wait a minute, this is the one that came off the pit boss, right? This isn't the one that I got from the Kamado Joe, because sometimes, you know, any leftovers that I have from the Kamado Joe or the Lone Star grills or whatever, I'll leave it there in the freezer, de-thawed or whatever. But no, this is the pit boss one, so I was pretty surprised. Usually if I want Kamado Joe flavor on a pellet smoker, I would go ahead and use a Rectech with wood chips on top, right, on the heat deflector, and that gives me very close to almost identical flavor as the Kamado Joe, right? But on this pit boss, no wood chips, no nothing like that. The flavor was just 100% there, and the bark was pretty insane too. So that was pretty awesome too. Now here's the other thing that I want to mention to you guys. Fuel efficiency, it's not the greatest. It really isn't. Almost the whole 20-pound bag was used on just that cook alone, right? If I had to take a guess, it used maybe about 16 pounds worth. Granted, the cook time was quite a bit long, but at the same time, I mean, I've used pit boss pellets, I've used Traeger, I've used Lumberjack, I've used a couple others as well, and they all seem to burn about the same amount. But this one really wasn't the greatest when it comes to fuel efficiency. Now that's not to say that it can be a bad thing or even a good thing. I mean, for me it's obviously a bad thing, but I also have these B&B pellets readily available at any HEB I can go to, right? They're just readily available, whereas the Lumberjacks I have to go and usually just buy them online, right? Not ideal, but it is what it is. The question is, do I recommend this over the Lumberjacks? Even with the bad fuel efficiency, I'm gonna go ahead and have to say yes. And I say this because ever since I started using the offsets, my Lone Star Grill's offset smoker, I crave for that bolder smoke flavor, right? I get a bold flavor off of the Kamado Joe, but obviously it's a different type of bold smoke flavor. Now on the pellet smokers, you do get a hint of it, but I want a little bit more of a power to it, right? My wife is a little bit different. She likes the flavor off of the pellet smokers more because it's not dominant, right? You get a little hint of it, and that's pretty good. I like a little bit more of a pow. So the B&B pellets give you just an edge above the Lumberjacks, but the fuel efficiency isn't 100% there. I don't know the science behind it, but that's just what it was. Anyways, guys, if you guys want us to go ahead and try different pellets, be sure to go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section below. Be sure to go ahead and like, subscribe. See you in the next one, guys. Later.